Stop him, Steph, stop him!
Tonight on Crimefighters.
Stop him! Stop him!
What the fuck did I get done for you?
Don't swear at me again.
You're under arrest for Section 5 public order, mate.
Take the smile off your face, 'cause it's not funny.
Where is he? You seen him?
There's a commotion inside Leeds City Railway Station and the British Transport Police race to the scene.
Tell me what's happened, yeah? Do you want to try and tell me what's happened so we can get it cleared up quick?
That is my wife.
All right, OK. And why is she in the state she is and why have you got blood all over you?
As colleagues tend to a woman with a broken nose, PC Steve Thackeray questions the person she says is responsible.
Why have you got blood all over you?
Right, I'm a bad bastard. I beat my wife up to death.
How's she got that injury there then? What's happened there? And
All
so,
this blood.
Yeah.
This is not costing me. You think I'm a wife beater?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
You can
I'm asking you how your wife received the injuries.
I'm not a prick.
How would your wife receive the injuries? Do you know how she received her injuries?
Why? I've not done nothing to my wife. She's my wife.
Right, OK, mate. What we'll do is then, right? I'm just going to.
Please take my name.
That's what I'm going to do.
My
kid.
address and whatever.
All right, mate.
And I'll give you it.
Right, good lad.
My wife can do whatever she wants to me.
You all right, love? Yeah. Right. What do you want? What do you want us to do? You want him to come home with you, or what? It's up to you. Are you going to press charges or not? No. You don't want to press charges against him, because we can't do anything, love, unless you press charges. We're going to have to just let him go, and he's going to walk away. Well, it isn't all right, but it's your decision. Okay. Thanks, boys.
So, wrong hand.
She won't press charges. She said for me to give him the keys to go home, and she goes, I said, well, you keep the keys, let him make his own way home. She says, right, I'll do that. And I asked her.
So where's she going?
To the hospital, LGI.
And then where's she going after that?
Home.
And she's quite happy to go back to the mountain alone with him?
Yeah, she's quite happy.
Fine.
Can't do anything else.
No problem. Not a lot we can do about it.
She's saying she loves me.
You said she loves you.
You're going to walk away and think I'm a fucking wife beater.
You said she loves you, didn't you? You said she loves you. That's where we are now, OK? Look after yourself, right? Go into the toilets, give yourself a wash and get you sent home, all right? And your wife will come home when she's been to hospital. All right? Our hands are tied, basically, and we cannot proceed with this unless she's willing to do so. I've spoken to her in the ambulance, away from her husband, take her out of the situation, but she's still insisting that she doesn't want to press charges and take it any further. So, unfortunately, we have to just give him words of guidance, and that's the end of it for us.
This is no ordinary night for the British Transport Police in Leeds. It's the last Friday before Christmas, and for many of the 150,000 people flooding the city centre, the party began early.
British Transport Police is the national police force for the railway. We see ourselves as specialists in dealing with crime and disorder on Britain's railways. Leeds is a bit of a hotspot. It's a busy city station, lots of people use it, and the added issues there are that a lot of nightclubs actually in and around the railway station that we have responsibility for policing.
Anybody that looks too pissed to travel, within reason, if they look as though they're going to start causing problems, get them ejected. If they commit an offence and there's a power of arrest, get them locked up.
Just like Bob said yesterday, if we catch a pisser tonight,
deal with it.
Just lock them up, because if they're too pissed to be interviewed, we don't want to do what we're doing.
Absolutely, drunken is early, get them locked up.
Great stuff.
Right.
All right, Sarge.
So the message has got to be put over that we will not tolerate it over the Christmas period.
Yeah, no problem.
With the train station bang in the busy square mile of pubs and clubs, Leeds BTP officers know that more drinking often means more trouble. There's no wonder emergency services call this Black Friday.
Well, Black Friday is traditionally the last Friday before the Christmas holidays, and what we tend to find is that's the time when office parties are planned, people decide to go out with friends, people from work, and they have a good time. The vast majority of people come to Leeds, have a good time, and go home having had a good time. But unfortunately for a small minority, they find some difficulty, they drink too much, they take drugs perhaps, and they find themselves in problems with police and perhaps other partygoers.
Extra staff have been drafted in to assist the regular station officers like PC Bob Beckett and Mick Dawes. They have to police both the inside and the outside of this, the largest train station in the northeast with the highest crime rate outside of London.
Just your mess on the floor, is it? Oh, yeah, don't touch me, you're alright.
Over time, I'm very drunk, so...
I know. How much you got to drink?
A lot.
A lot. Have you been out long? Have you been out drinking since?
Since about...
Stanley, you feel ill, you're going to throw up again, aren't you? So if you get yourself off, put yourself first.
I'd rather not throw up again.
What's happened here then?
Back inside the station, this man is seen disorientated and covered in blood.
Hello, whoa. What are you looking for? Toilets? Right, what you do, wipe your face up. What's happened to you? What's happened to your face? I'll show you where the toilets are. Yeah? Just up here, kid. We'll get you cleaned up, yeah? What's happened to you then? No? Let me neck. It's really good makeup, is that, if nothing's happened to you? Through there. Yeah, this way. Whoa, watch yourself.
Stay on. Let me
just open that door, kid. Watch out, watch your hand. We'll clean it up first. Here you go, kid.
Well, just do as my colleague says, get your son and have a walk about, yeah? Try and sober your son up and get yourself back for your 11:15 train. So you can't stand here, you're going to make yourself ill again, aren't you? It stinks. So we'll get a cleaner to come and clean it up. All right, mate? Go on, go that way, off your truck then.
I'll walk down.
Yeah, walk down, just give your son 10 minutes and get yourself back and get your train. Dear me.
Cleaned up, but still unsure how he got his injuries, the man covered in blood is directed back to his hotel.
Thank you.
No problem, mate. We'll walk you down to the bottom so we can show you where it is. You know where it is?
You're
sure?
happy?
All right.
All right, mate.
No problem, mate.
OK, have a lovely Christmas.
Have a nice Christmas, all right, kid.
Look after yourself.
All right, be careful walking down there. Don't stumble over again, all right? Careful, mate. All right, all the best, kid.
Look after
yourself, all right?
His nose is going to be sore tomorrow.
Oh, that is broken.
Just a little bit.
As the rush begins for the last local trains, all officers are called to the platforms. PC Thackeray and his colleague Steph Money receive a complaint against a passenger.
It's racism on the train. I'm not having it. There's a guy on the bus that's calling packy this, packy that. See, there's other lads, and I'm not having it. Can I show you who it is?
Allegation's been made, sir. Do you want to come off the train with me?
I'm not racist.
Allegation's been made, what you've said, sir. So come on, let's have a chat off here.
I'm not racist. Get off. Get off. Get off. All right, mate. You join out in the cells, yeah?
Okay. Sir, I have not been racist.
Right, allegation's been made that you've been making racist comments, okay, from that guy. Allegation, very serious allegation.
So I might as well spend the night in the cells then.
Well, stand here.
Because I can't get home now, I've got no money on me. You've just fucked my night up. I can't get home.
I don't want to hear the swearing. I haven't swore at you. I don't want to hear it from you to me.
Okay,
Do you understand me?
I'm just stuck now. Can you give me a lift home?
No.
How do I get home?
That's for you to try and sort out, sir. Hang on, I'm finished with you yet.
Just stay here, right? Listen to me. You've got to give this officer your details, okay?
But how do I get home now?
Well, just give this officer your details and we'll talk about that later, all right?
Why are you?
Well, wait, stand here.
Unfortunately, the guy who made the accusation has stayed on the train. The train has gone. We have no witness now. So basically, that is why the guy will not be arrested. He will be given a verbal warning, warned about his behaviour, and he'll be allowed to travel on this occasion.
I'm shivering like fuck. I haven't got a spare coat you can lend us, can you?
I haven't, mate.
He's had a drink, as have most people on. He's a bit annoyed that he's missed his last train, but you know we can't just let incidents like this go by without at least speaking to the people involved, which is what we've been able to do on this occasion. If you're not a racist, which you say, you would want us to deal with it, right? Anybody who perceives it's been a racist incident, yeah? Right, let's get on this quickly. No, Mark. Can you get that one to Brad to Shipley?
I'm not. Mate.
Listen to what the sergeant's saying, yeah?
Is there any way you can help me?
No. Right, jumping over that barrier is disorderly. I did tell you to go around, didn't I?
I did actually want to get lost. I thought we were going to miss it.
We take all hate crime very, very seriously indeed, and that runs from racist crime to sexist abuse to homophobic type crime, and we have a special priority in dealing with that and dealing with it very strongly and very firmly. If somebody does commit what we would describe as a hate crime, then we would have no compunction about dealing with them appropriately, and if that meant they missed their last train, then that's the way it has to be.
That's your problem.
I was leaving.
Don't make matters worse for yourself. You've been given more chances than you deserve.
No money.
Mark, that's your lookout. How old are you?
28.
Exactly. You're a grown man.
Yeah, but I had everything planned to get a train home.
Mark, if you get locked up and you're drunk for drunk and disorderly, it's an £80 fine in the morning. Yeah.
I want to walk.
All right, go down there and be careful on the roads, right?
You might see me in the morning.
Right.
He's been told not to come back on the station. If he does, he's liable for arrest for drunk and disorderly. Not a problem. He's had more chances. There's enough there. We could have locked him up. The reason we didn't, or I didn't feel it was necessary, was one, he's missed a train. Secondly, it would mean Steve and I would then now be off the beat when it's getting lively and people are starting to come out for probably 2 or 3 hours at the Bridewell for that lad who's got to make his way home.
It's the night shift on Black Friday at Leeds City Station, and PC Steve Thackeray and Steph Money patrol underneath the railway bridges. As British Transport Police officers, they're responsible for all rail buildings, including the arches below.
It's a little bit narrow here for you sitting down in it, kid, all right? Just give people a bit of room because I've had a little bit to drink, don't want them falling over you. All right? OK, keep yourself warm, all right?
By day, these arches are used as car parking, but at night they become a shelter for rough sleepers and prostitutes.
There you go, you see, that's the sort of thing that it's evidence of what this place is used for. Old condoms, condom packets. We'll probably come across some needles further along and paraphernalia. This is quite a popular spot, as you can see. Don't know why this particularly nice arch, but they seem to favour this one for some reason. Quite a few needles and things down here, as you can see. Hypodermics down there, I can see. And the concern that we have is that if there are, kids could want to come and play down here, and if they're unaware of what they are, they could obviously pick them up and just play with them, and the consequences they're thinking about really. If people have to take drugs, the sort of least that we can expect of them is to be careful about where they discard their needles, etc. Think about other people for a change instead of just themselves.
Packets of sugar that are here that have been discarded, that's also for them to get their sugar level back up. Energy, bananas, we've seen quite a few banana skins this time, energy fruit.
There's a spoon up there which has no other right to be down here apart from drugs really.
But people even sleep in here. We found people asleep, sleeping rough, because it's quite warm considering from what it's like outside. It's relatively dry, secluded, but anything could happen to them down here. So we keep a close eye. And it's private property. It belongs to the railway.
As nightclubs start to empty, the station begins to fill.
You do actually stand out quite a bit. It's not easy for me, for them to get the wrong person. What I'm going to tell you is that they're here to do a job. They're not here to be abused by people who've had a little bit of drink.
To stop drunken behaviour in the station, the BTP can eject people to keep the area safe.
The powers of ejectment come from the railway bylaws, and they are very, very specific. They say that if somebody's on the railway and they have no real business here, they have no intention of travelling, they've got no ticket, they're acting in a disorderly manner, then we ask them politely to leave the station. If they refuse, they're then ejected from the station boundary, and they're left to go on their way.
Outside the station, PC Beckett catches someone urinating on the station wall.
I'm just like some stuff.
All this way, so you've been urinating, yeah?
Oh, no, I am.
So you get lots of people disorder, okay? You don't say anything with me, I'm here face, you don't mention any questions, something which will later line in court. Anything you say, maybe give me an evidence.
You can't go urinating in public, mate.
Why was you having a wee there?
Stop him, sir, stop it! Stop him! Stop him!
The chase heads under the maze of archers. As the PC split up, a call is made to the city centre police for backup.
The 22 from 52, location, Sarge. Yeah, en route, 52 en route.
PC Dawes turns a corner to see the runaway's been caught and is put straight into the back of a police van.
What did I get done for? What the fuck did I get done for here?
Made my way down into Neville Street, where we seemed to be heading to. And when I got to the bottom, he jumped out from the back of the Hilton Hotel. It's myself and the West Yorkshire officer, and he eventually ran straight into me, knocked him off balance. He punched me to the mouth, and the West Yorkshire bobby actually jumped on him and eventually locked him up.
Who was it that jumped on him? Was it you?
No, when you got there, and he just kicked him.
One of y'all jumped him and I followed him. You're a game lad, Alice, you're a game lad.
Yeah.
Shut up. Shut up!
Hey, mate, I ran away. I didn't run away, mate. I did run away. Yeah, mate. What for? Okay. Criminal protection. I am sorry if I didn't fill up these people here. I am sorry, very, very sorry.
Once he's been arrested, he actually is brought to the nearest police station, which in this case is the Leeds Central Charge Office, where you've just seen him being taken in by the BTP officers. Once he's in there, the normal rules of booking in will apply. The circumstances will be relayed to the custody officer, and his detention will be authorised if the circumstances fit the offence for which he's been arrested.
Cheers. Rather than just getting an £80 fine, this man has dramatically increased his punishment by assaulting a police officer. A fine of £375 should help him sober up.
Can you get us a taxi?
No, how can I? What am I supposed to? I can't, we can't.
Just choose your claret.
Just be claret? What's that all about?
Us.
You're not booked one? Right, the best way you can get on is round. Will you listen or not? No, you won't.
I will listen.
People leaving the city's clubs head to the biggest taxi rank in Leeds for their journey home. Situated at the front of the station, this is also down to the BTP to police.
What we find is there's a large number of people who come from the nightclubs, start to make their way towards the cab rank, and what we find is from 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, the cab rank is a particular flashpoint. People are tired, they've had a long night out, hopefully they've had a happy good time, and they've probably had a drink or two. But ultimately they're in a queue, they face a long wait, the weather's unpleasant, it's cold, and a small incident that during the day would pass off possibly unnoticed becomes a big deal, and all of a sudden you've got disorder, you've got fighting, you've potentially got serious assaults, and it all seems to get out of hand, and it can start over a very minor matter indeed.
Come here, hey, come here! What's going on? What's going on?
I've been queuing out in pissing down rain, and this puss in front of me, that bloke there.
You keep doing things like that, mate, you're going to get yourself locked up, aren't you? Yeah, all I've seen is fist being thrown there and you pushing and going on.
I'm filming, mate.
Yeah, all right.
I'm telling you, I'm filming. Can you understand why I'm filming?
Yeah, I can understand it, but we'll get to the bottom of it, all right, and we'll see what's going on. We'll just try and find out what's going on. If he has jumped the queue, we'll make him get in the other end of the queue, won't we?
Fair enough.
All right, then
I don't want to get arrested.
You can get back in your place and you can be on your way. Well, I don't want to be locking you up, do I?
No.
It's Christmas, isn't it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take your details and check you out, all right? As long as there's no problems, you'll be...
What do you mean, no problems? Like, there's a warrant out.
I've been out behind that lady, she's just confirmed it.
Police says he's been in the queue, mate.
So does the lady in front of him, mate.
You're joking.
So the lady in front says that he's been there for over an hour.
You are kidding. And now I'm going to have to go back.
No, just come in. No, we'll sort it out, all right?
Get out the rain.
1 minute. Just come here. Are you all right if this gent stands with you? Because I've taken him out at queue, but I want to put him back in without causing any bother. All right?
Just as the night seems to be coming to an end, a man ejected earlier from the station is spotted trying to get back in.
Oh, not you. Thought you'd just been ejected, Sunbeam. Off you go.
Fucking hurts, I tell you, it fucking hurts.
Stop swearing. All right, don't come back on, because you keep coming back on, I'm just going to lock you up. See you later.
This ain't looking good for you. It's not looking good for you at all.
Guys, you had no way, okay, you want to make a complaint.
Do you want to see my fucking house?
Right, you swear once more, I'm going to lock you up. All right, Section 5 public order, which is disorderly behaviour. All right? You've been warned.
I don't mean to swear.
That's 3 warnings you've had.
You know, it comes out in anger.
Yeah, well, obviously, if you've had too much to drink,
I'm sorry,
you obviously can't take your ale, can you?
I'm sorry for swearing.
Right, so leave. We've asked you to leave. No, go that way. Leave me alone, because you're starting to get on my nerves now.
Am I being hurt? Am I being...
Go.
Am I being assaulted now?
Hey?
I've been assaulted now.
No, you're being restrained. You're being restrained.
Restrained for what?
You're under arrest for Section 5 public order, mate. You don't have to say anything, but it may have me defence. If you don't mention in question something which you later line in court, anything you do say may be given in evidence.
I've been arrested for what? Skin's coming off with...
If you stop struggling and just walk in a straight line, you'll be all right, won't you? Due to the fact you probably had too much to drink, you can't walk in a straight line.
What have I been arrested for?
Disorderly behaviour.
Disorderly behaviour?
Yeah.
That fucking hurts, you know.
That sort of language, mate, it's disorderly. Hence the reason you've been arrested.
Oh, don't put me in there. Don't.
Right.
No, I'm scared, I'm scared.
Go on, mate. Nothing on you shouldn't have you, mate? Nothing that's going to harm yourself or what's in there. I'm just searching you, mate. I've got to search you before I put you in the vehicle. In you go. Sit your sin down.
This isn't disorderly behaviour.
The man later pleads guilty to disorderly conduct and is fined £90 plus £40 in costs.
Do you know, it's lovely to know you're on the streets because I feel safer.
So when you go to bed, it's all right for me to still be out on the streets? Then?
No, you go home.
All right, that's
you'll
fine.
go home, you'll go have a hot cup of soup. And he's a little smiley thing.
He is, isn't he?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Is that all right to
That's fine, yeah,
kiss a police
except
officer?
when we're on camera.